Week 12 fantasy rankings, guys. We got 10 guys that I'm going to come out here right there with you, and we're going to help you win this week. Look, there's a lot of suspensions going on, aka Jamar Chase. There's a lot of injuries out there, bye weeks, you name it. It is getting into crunch time where we have to make key decisions to get you into the playoffs. Let's get right into this video with 10 guys you want to pop into your lineup if you're having trouble. First guy I want to talk about is going to be Drake Maye, guys. He is taking the NFL world by storm. He's being consistent. He's lifting his whole team. They are winning. He's doing a really good job this week. They're taking on a Bengals defense. Look, Drake Maye, he's found himself into a little bit of a niche here. Stephon Diggs really coming to his own. Matt Collins is doing his thing. Even with Kayshon Boutte, really his down the field type of guy gone. Look, Travion Henderson's even stepping up. Hunter Henry stepping up. There's a lot of pieces here that Drake Maye is really making look better than possibly what they actually are. So look, Drake Maye, he's got wheels, he's got a high floor based on his rushing ability alone. I like myself some Drake Maye. Not much else you can say. He's becoming one of the top quarterbacks in the NFL if he keeps this trajectory up. I like myself some Drake Maye here in week 12. Coming at number 2, I'm going Tyler Shough again, right? The Saints are coming off that bye week, and he did pretty well last time. And again, I'm not saying he's a top 5 quarterback, even a top 10 quarterback at this point. But look, Tyler Shough, you can do a lot worse. If you got one of these quarterbacks, you got Jaden Daniels who went down with injury. You know, you've got maybe Michael Penix out there. Something's going on, and you couldn't need a fill-in. Tyler Shough's probably on your waiver wire this week, taking on a Falcons team. And look, it's a division matchup, right? The Saints and the Falcons, they go back and forth a lot, no matter who the quarterback is, no matter who the head coaches are, no matter who the team is. This is a lot of points usually in these type of matchups. So look, Tyler Shough, you can do a lot worse. Plug him into your lineup. I think you'll be happy that you did here in week 12. So coming at number 3, I'm going to stay in the same game. We're saying Kirk Cousins. Look, he's getting the opportunity. Michael Penix out with an injury. Kirk Cousins, somebody's going to be able to fill right in. And look, we can't forget what Kirk Cousins can do. He can sling the football down the field. Now, as the recording of this video, I'm not really sure what the status of Drake Maye is. Is he going to be playing or not? You're going to check before game day to see if he's active or not. But look, Kirk Cousins is going to get this team roaring again. He could throw for 300 yards. It's really easy, especially against the Saints defense. So Kirk Cousins against the Saints in week 12, I think he's a good matchup for you to plug and play, put him into your lineup, and get yourself some fantasy points. Coming at number 4, I'm going to say Breece Hall, guys. Look, the Jets offense, let's just call it what it is. It's absolutely putrid. It's poo-poo, cock-a-doodle. It is what it is. They can't do anything, right? But one of the pieces here, Breece Hall, looks like he is running with a full head of steam, guys. He's getting the opportunities against the Ravens defense too that might struggle to stop Breece Hall, right? There's no really identity on the Jets. Justin Fields is absolutely terrible, but what he does do is sometimes he can kind of lean and soften the defense just a little bit. For these linebackers are going to have to pay attention to Justin Fields, which leaves a little bit more open room for Breece Hall to run the football. I think you can do a lot worse than putting Breece Hall into your lineup this week. Once known as a top running back, now I'm putting him in one of these type of videos. So it is what it is. Breece Hall could go into your lineup though in week 12. Coming at number 5, look, Rico Dowdle. There, he is clearly the back. There is no such thing as a split backfield any longer. That happened a couple weeks ago. We saw it last week yet again with Chuba Hubbard only getting like 5 carries. So look, Rico Dowdle is going to be doing a great job yet again going against the 49ers defense that they should be able to run on. I like myself some Rico Dowdle. If anything, just based on the volume alone he's going to get, should be able to put some solid fantasy points up for you guys. So look, number 6 here, I'm going T. Higgins. We know Jamar Chase suspended for spitting on Jalen Ramsey. T. Higgins is the number 1 wide receiver for this week against a Patriots defense who they're going to have to score points again, right? The Bengals defense is absolutely putrid, and now you're going against Drake Maye and company. Oh yeah, you're going to want to be the number 1 wide receiving target. Look, T. Higgins can completely blow this thing up. I'm going to love myself some T. Higgins this week. Put the guy into your lineup and be happy that you did. I mean, let's face it, you're not going to bench him anyway. I had to put him in the video though because he's an amazing start this week. Coming at number 7, I'm going to say Wan'Dale Robinson, right? So it doesn't matter who the quarterback is, whether it's Jameis Winston, or Jackson Dart. It doesn't matter. Wan'Dale Robinson is the number 1 go-to guy in this offense right now. And look, he's good. He's a speedy wide receiver. He can play in the slot. He can even play a couple snaps on the outside. It doesn't matter. He can get some good opportunities. And look, the Lions should blow this team out, right? But the Giants are they're sneaky, right? If they have a lot of opportunities on offense, especially with Jameis Winston, he's slinging the football. See what Wan'Dale Robinson did on the very first play of the game last week, chunked it down to Wan'Dale Robinson. So look, he can have a nice fantasy game this week against the Lions. I like myself some Wan'Dale Robinson here in week 12. So coming right along here at number 8, I'm going Matt Collins against this Bengals defense. Look, he's stepped up since Kayshon Boutte had his injury, right? He's getting a lot of opportunities. Just a couple weeks ago, he had 10 targets, right? So if Stephon Diggs isn't getting the work it's probably gonna be Matt Collins. He's a really big body wide receiver. And look, he's probably on your waivers right now. Go pick the guy up, put him into your lineup. He's at least flex warrant. I mean, get the guy in. I think he could put up some nice points for you here in week 12. Number 9, I'm gonna say Mark Andrews, right, against this Jets. So you're starting to see now the old Mark Andrews come around. What we're used to seeing from Mark Andrews, 5 targets in each of his last 2 games, right? He's getting the football, right? I think Lamar Jackson's honing in on the guy. Lamar Jackson coming back from injury himself and now targeting his old friend in Mark Andrews. So look, I think going against this Jets, they're going to probably run all over these people. But look, early on, they're going to be able to do whatever they want against this defense. I think Mark Andrews has himself a big game and possibly even catching a touchdown. Coming at number 10, I'm going Hunter Henry, taking on this Bengals defense. Yes, this is the 3rd Patriot I have in my top 10, but listen, the Bengals can't stop anybody. And Drake May and company, he's going crazy, right? Hunter Henry, 4+ targets in 4 of the last 5 games, including 6 targets in 2 of the last 3 games. Look, he is being utilized in this offense. And like I told you guys before the season even started with Drake May, I liked him quite a bit. And I thought Hunter Henry was going to be a safety blanket for Drake May, and look exactly how he's being used. I mean, he's able to extend the pocket with Drake May and run with his feet, and he's dinking and dunking down the field to Hunter Henry to make himself a nice fantasy option for you. And going against a Bengals defense that's absolutely horrendous, I like myself some Hunter Henry this week. But look, guys, that is my top 10 players right now that I have that you could slot into your lineups with all these injuries and bye weeks and everything else that's going in. But look, guys, lock in. It is time to lock in. Playoffs are right around the corner and we need to win. If you're a family here at the Bayou Bengal Fantasy Network, we win. That is what we do. We have no other recourse but to win. And if you're not a part of the family yet, do yourself a favor. Smash the subscribe button. Guys, we're pumping out videos every single week to help you best win your championship. Guys, from anything, from dynasty stuff to rankings to regular season, it doesn't matter. We have it all here on the channel. So do yourself a favor and slap that subscribe button. It really helps out the channel. Hit a like button, leave a comment down below. You know all the algorithm stuff, and I really appreciate you guys here in week 12. I can't wait to see you guys next week for week 13. You guys, let's get some wins this week.